Hi everyone, Adela here from adelarafa.com. I help people create powerful, positive change in their lives. A couple of months ago, I posed a question in my Facebook group. What are you currently struggling with in your life? And the 4 answers that I'm addressing in videos like this one were anxiety, self-esteem, boundaries, and how to shift from external to internal focus. I love those 4 answers because they're all interconnected. And I already did a video like this one on anxiety. Today, we're going to talk about self-esteem. So what is self-esteem? How do you cultivate self-esteem? If you have low self-esteem, how can you get higher self-esteem? So the definition, let's start there, of self-esteem is a person's overall sense of self-worth, of value, and also a person's sense of self-respect. And if you look at it, it's really a couple of things that that a person with high self-esteem has. And it's a sense of self-efficacy. And self-efficacy meaning you can handle your life. You have choices when it comes to your life, and what you are doing with your life, and you are equipped to handle life. When something happens, and life will happen, life will bring you loss of relationship, loss of jobs, loss of people. A lot of things will happen in our lives. That it's what we do with it and how we draw from our inner resources. And if we don't have the inner resources, we know how to ask for help. That's the self-efficacy. And it's also like mastery, self-mastery over our life choices, and taking responsibility and ownership of our life. That's the self-efficacy piece. And then also the self-respect piece. It's having that sense of worthiness. I'm worthy, and there's nothing really I have to prove to anybody to earn my keep. I'm here, and it's enough. It's enough to be me, to be in this world without having to do something for somebody else to earn my space. I'm here, that's enough. That's kind of like that self-respect, and feeling that and owning that and learning that about myself. So there are some things that we can work on and that we can practice in our lives to feed the self-esteem, to feed that self-respect and the worthiness, right? I think that's one of the big problems that people come to me, that we feel like we're not enough, and that falls into the worthiness. And even people that feel I'm too much falls under that category of not feeling worthy, not having that sense of self-worth. And that can be practiced little by little. And it all starts with awareness. We have to become aware, self-aware of who am I being in the different situations, right? And practicing living a conscious life with awareness is like flip the switch of awareness and become self-aware, and pay attention to who you're being and what you're doing in front of different people and in front of different situations. What are you talking about internally and externally? What is taking up real estate in your mind? What are you thinking about, right? And is it feeding you, or is it eroding your self-esteem? Is it encouraging you, or is it tearing you down? Because that is something that you can control. What you want to think on, what you want to think about, and what do you say to yourself? Also, self-acceptance is a big part of building self-esteem. Accepting where you are, where you've been, and how far you've come in your life. And not, instead of judging and shaming yourself. Acceptance, self-acceptance is a huge piece of the puzzle. And you can't really change, you can't make or generate any type of change until you're accepting where you are, because you'll be faced with resistance, right? So accepting where you are, being more self-aware, and then also, of course, taking responsibility for your life, right? Owning your life, taking responsibility. And I like to call the 4 aspects of yourself: your mind, your body, your spirit, your emotion. You're responsible for all what you feed yourself. You know, how much time you spend on social media, how much time you spend on educating yourself, how much time you spend on, feeding good things to your body, not just through food and what you drink, and, whether you use any sort of, have any addictive behaviors, right? You want to pay attention to what you feed your mind, your body, and your spirit, and your emotional body, right? Because that is part of feeding that self-worth, worthiness, feeling good about yourself. So pay attention to what you feed yourself. not just through the mouth, but what you listen to, what you feed your mind, and your spirit. Like, what feeds your soul? Do more of that, less of what doesn't. Like, think about, is it feeding my soul? Is it helping my self-esteem, or is it eroding it? Because if it's eroding it, what's in it for me? Why am I doing this? Is that self-sabotage? And that's a different topic. Self-assertiveness. Learning how to stand up for oneself is important as far as self-esteem goes, right? If somebody is violating your boundaries or not treating you kindly, standing up for yourself is a big part of being having self-esteem and feeling that self-worth. I'm worthy of something better than that type of behavior coming my way, and I'm standing up for myself. I'm speaking up. Nobody else is coming for you, so I have to be my own hero, be my own advocate, be my own person that says that's not okay, and I'm going to do something about it. That helps grow your self-esteem. Having some sense of personal integrity, an integrity that works for you. Everybody's integrity is different, but being in alignment with yourself, right? That's important. And having a sense of purpose or direction, maybe, is a better way of saying it, because purpose can be tricky and it can feel like, oh, I need to have a big purpose in my life. And sometimes the purpose is just to get up and spend the day outdoors. That can be the purpose for today. It doesn't have to be the saving the whole world, but sense of purpose, sense of direction, that you have choice and freedom to make choices for yourself. That helps build your self-esteem. Okay? So those are some of the thoughts that I have about self-esteem and what we can do every day to build and grow our self-esteem. I hope this was helpful. Make a comment if you'd like. And you can always contact me at adalarafa.com. And also, if I can be of any other help or support, or feel free to contact me, Adala at adalarafa.com. See you next time.